telling you, Scott, Eve isn't going to be here. She's gone underground.
She's scheduled to testify. Just 'cause she slid from your apartment doesn't mean that she's going to ignore a subpoena. Hey, Manny, how you doing?
Oh, not bad. I haven't seen you in a while, Counselor.
Well, you know, I haven't been out chasing the ambulances. Hey, you mind if I stick my head in there?
No, not when your name's on the witness list, Mr. Baldwin.
Has Eve Lambert testified yet?
No, they're swearing in Frank Scanlon. Dr. Lambert hasn't checked in with me yet.
Okay, thanks.
I told you.
Shut up.
Look, lay off, okay? I'm looking for Eve, too.
I know. Sorry. Have any idea where she went?
Mr. Scanlon, would you describe your relationship with the defendant?
I'm her landlord.
Are you and the defendant also romantically involved?
Yes.
For how long?
About a year?
So, you're her confidant?
Yes.
How did Miss Devlin feel when she discovered that her father slept with her brother's girlfriend?
Oh, objection, Your Honor. The witness isn't a mind reader.
Question goes to motive.
Overruled. Answer the question, Mr. Scanlon.
What was the defendant's reaction when she learned about her father's affair?
She didn't like it.
Her brother committed suicide after he found out. Wasn't she angry?
You looking for me?
I never thought I could hate you as much as I do now.
Oh, Julie.
You killed my brother, you son of a bitch.
I had nothing to do with Buddy's death.
Did you sleep with Allison Schuyler while she was seeing him?
No, what kind of... Eve is putting these ideas in your head.
I saw Allison. She told me herself.
I'm not going to give credence to her lies by trying to defend myself against them, but I'm your father. You should know better than this.
I never knew why Buddy did it. All these years, I kept wondering what he was thinking the moment he pulled the trigger. Now I know. He was thinking about how his father betrayed him.
Stop this!
No, your whole life, you've considered yourself to be a god because you saved lives. Thinking that entitled you to take anything you wanted.
Whatever you think you know about me, I know that you know this, that I loved Buddy with all the love that I had.
You were never a father and never a husband. You might as well have bought a gun and shot Buddy yourself. I hope you rot in hell.
Yes or no?
She wasn't happy about it.
Was she angry?
Yes, she was angry.
Angry enough to kill?
Objection.
Withdrawn. Was the defendant angrier than you had ever seen her?
Yes.
Oh, boy, all of this paperwork. I wish we could be at the trial.
Well, Lee's doing gangbusters defending Julie. And the way he steered the evidence to make Eve look guilty, I can see the jury acquitting.
Matt, if Eve was the killer, why did she almost end up in the morgue cooler? She didn't lock herself in there.
Somebody's idea of a joke?
Well, it scares me. Matt, I think that the killer is still out there.
Well, I'm not letting you out of my sight until we find out.
Good. Because I don't want you in harm's way either.
Well, then we're stuck with each other. How about Mario's for lunch? The trial's going to be in recess, so there's no point going back to the courthouse.
Does it have to be Mario's?
What's the problem?
I spent half the night there helping Lucy become Mr. Doubtfire to make Kevin jealous.
Did it work?
I have no idea. She disappeared and left me asleep in the ladies' room. I felt like Ethel Mertens.
Well, heads up, Ethel. Lucy co-op stomping her.
Hey, listen, before you say anything, I want to apologize for deserting you in the bathroom like that. But you know what you did? You let me go out there in front of Kevin with that hair still stuck to my face. I didn't want Kevin to know I was playing my own date, so I had to skedaddle. And so, okay, go ahead, vent. Let your frustration out. Hit me, whatever.
Would you like to join us for lunch?
Yeah. Oh, that would be perfect because we can go over my new plan. I mean, we have a lot to discuss here.
Oh, we definitely need to have a discussion.
You don't mind if I tag along, do you?
Can he be trusted?
Oh, I never leave home without him.
All right, then. Where to?
Mario's. But let's just stay out of the bathroom. Come on, Matt.
Dr. Adams to cardiology. Dr. Monique Adams to cardiology.
Mr. Scanlon, do you recognize this pen?
I've seen one like it before.
This is a Lundgren pen. It's made in Switzerland and has to be specially ordered. Did Miss Devlin own one?
Yes.
Identical to this?
Yes, but she didn't even know.
Thank you, Mr. Scanlon. Do you recall the circus at which Grace Sullivan was murdered?
Yes.
Was Miss Devlin at the circus?
All the interns were there. It was for the pediatric ward.
Were you with the defendant during the entire event?
No, I had an emergency call.
Did you return before or after Grace Sullivan's body was found?
After?
What did you do?
I looked for Julie.
Was she missing?
I didn't know where she was, and I was worried about her.
Did you ask if anyone had seen her?
Yes.
What were you told?
No one knew where she was.
Did you find her?
Yes.
Where?
On the 6th floor.
What was her emotional state at the time?
She was upset about Grace's death.
What exactly did she say about it?
She asked me if I thought Grace's death would clear her of suspicion in her father's murder.
So, minutes after learning about Grace, Julie's only concern was whether or not her friend's death would
That
clear
is not
her?
what I said! She was very upset about Grace.
Did she tell you where she was when Grace was strangled?
She was in the on-call room. She was disturbed because some of the people at the circus believed that she killed her father.
So, in reality, no one knew what Julie was doing when Grace was strangled.
Objection.
Sustained.
But you couldn't find her, and when you did, she was only concerned with herself? That's pretty cold-blooded, wouldn't you say, Mr. Scanlon?
Objection.
Withdrawn. No further questions.
Listen, check the train stations, the airport, the bus stations, everywhere, all right?
Well, has she picked up any messages from her box?
She's been gone for some time, so anything you can dig up. Good, thanks.
All right, have her call Scott Baldwin on
Goodbye.
his cell phone, or she can page me. Thanks. Hey, what'd you get?
I got nothing. She's not answering her cell phone. I got my people all over the place looking everywhere.
She hasn't been by the hospital or picked up any messages from our machine. I tell you, Scott, I can't imagine where Eve is.
Well, what happened to her at the morgue there? I mean, who knows? Now, what exactly did she say the last time you saw her?
Just that she's not going to stick around while someone tries to kill her.
Doesn't explain why she wouldn't show up to testify. I mean, we got the cops and guards everywhere.
Well, can you blame her? I mean, she probably doesn't want to testify because your father wants her head on a platter.
I know, but if she doesn't answer the subpoena here, they're going to hold her in contempt.
That'd be great. And we'll be competing with the cops to try and find her.
I know, that's why we got to find her first. Maybe she went to see her family.
I think they moved to Texas.
No. Eve grew up on 152nd Street. Maybe if we go there, we could find some neighbors or something that knows where they moved.
Let's go.
Wait a second. All right, I'll leave Lee a note. Okay?
Fine. You know something? I think Eve's mother's name is Beverly. And she's got a sister,
Shelley.
right, Shelley.
All right, well, let's hope they haven't changed their names. Hey, Manny, do me a favor. You give this to Lee Baldwin in there?
Sure.
Thank you.
What's that about?
I'll tell you on the way, all right? Time is ticking. Let's go. Oh, what? Eve lived here? I bet there's rats around here as big as you.
That's funny. I've seen worse, Scott.
All right, listen, check that side. Take this side. Try not to get shot.
Yes?
Hi. The Lamberts used to live around here. Do you remember them?
I used to play dead whist with them.
Good.
Who are you?
I'm Scott Baldwin, a friend of the family. And this is Dr. Ramsey from General Hospital. It's very important that we find them.
Yeah, do you have a phone number or an address by any chance?
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
Do you know what city they moved to?
Austin, I think. But that was a while ago.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you.
Well, you might try their oldest daughter, Evelyn. I believe she still lives in town.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Thank you.
Such a sweet girl. Well, if you see her, tell her I said hi. I'm Mrs. Howell.
Okay, we will, Mrs. Howell. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, listen. From now on, let me do the talking, all right? I've had
Your phone's ringing.
Hello?
Scott, I got your message. We're in recess now.
Is Frank off the stand?
No, I'm going to cross him when we reconvene.
How long do you expect that to be?
It's going to be a while. I've got some damage control to do.
Okay, then who's up next?
Well, Eve, you knew that was coming.
Yeah, well, it doesn't mean I like it. Goodbye, Lee.
He doesn't know Eve is AWOL.
I don't think so. If he keeps Frank up on the stand, they may not get to Eve until tomorrow.
Well, that's good. Gives us time to check out the Austin angle.
Yeah, I also want to swing by the courthouse. Maybe Frank knows where Eve is.
Wait, you better be careful. If you're going to take that guy on, you're going to need a cattle prod.
Got a table right over here. There you go. Alrighty. And wait, I'll be right over with the specials. All right.
No, of course, I'm not saying that I gave Lee his defense strategy, but I was the one that told Lee that Eve lied about her alibi.
Which means Chris lied too.
Well, yes, of course. I believe they've been in on this whole thing together from the very beginning. Do you know, in fact, Chris was the one who lured me to that conference room that day that Eve pumped the whole room full of gas. Remember?
Can we move on? I mean, murder's not my favorite appetizer.
Hello. Hey, Miss Cove. Nice to have you back so soon.
Mario, thank you so much.
Hey, if you don't mind me saying, if I didn't know you were on a date last night, I would think that guy was your brother.
My brother?
Yeah, he looks exactly like twins.
Oh.
Well, anyway, enjoy your meal. Let me know if you need anything. Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you. So, how are you going to make Kevin jealous by dating your brother?
You told him?
I just wanted his help to convince you that your plan to make Kevin jealous is ridiculous.
Ridiculous? Okay. Matt, how would you feel if a delicious old flame of Ellen's here just showed up out of nowhere right now?
He wouldn't care.
Not so fast.
Oh, come on. I don't even have any old flames.
Oh, of course you do. Think back, to some summer romance, maybe somebody you wonder whatever happened to. Maybe you dream about him at night when it's all hot and sultry out.
I haven't even thought about Jamal for years.
Jamal?
I was just a kid. I mean, this was before Sam. Jamal is married now. He's some big shot on Wall Street.
Oh, so you kept tabs on the guy?
I rest my case.
Oh, there is absolutely no reason for you to be jealous.
So how long were you two together, anyway?
Not long, just one summer. And a little of the fall.
Thank you for making my point.
Listen, Ellen, how much of a big shot is this guy?
Matt!
What? I'm just curious.
Mr. Scanlon, the prosecution has established that you were close to the defendant, correct?
Yes.
Could you tell us how she reacted to her father's death?
She was devastated. She, talked about the good times they had together, about how much she was going to miss him. She loved her father very much, despite his flaws.
I see. Well, now, have you ever seen anyone outside of Julie Devlin with a pen that looks like that?
I saw a picture of Eve Lambert holding one.
I would like to introduce this photo of Eve Lambert as Defense Exhibit D. Now, how'd you come by that photo?
It was in a box of Dr. Devlin's possessions that had been sent from his old office, and the photo was included with a letter from Eve thanking him for the pen.
Now, I would like to introduce that letter from Eve as Defense Exhibit E. Now, you stated earlier that Miss Devlin was angry with her father. Was there anyone else upset with him?
Eve Lambert was suing him for sexual harassment. She despised Bennett Devlin.
Objection. Your Honor, how much latitude does the defense get here? Eve Lambert is not on trial.
Your Honor, the defense is just trying to show that there were others who had cause to want Bennett Devlin out of their lives.
Objection overruled. Defense may continue.
Thank you, Your Honor. Now, do you recall the day that Bennett Devlin died?
Yes, it was April 22nd.
And wasn't that the same day that Eve Lambert's sexual harassment suit against him was put before the hospital board?
Yes.
Did you see Dr. Lambert that day?
Yes, I did.
And how'd she look?
She had a black eye. Devlin hit her.
Objection. Mr. Scanlon didn't witness this.
Withdrawn. So Bennett Devlin was murdered after Eve Lambert testified against him for harassment.
That is correct.
Thank you. No further questions. Your Honor, the defense reserves the right to recall this witness at a later date.
So noted. Prosecution may call its next witness.
Dr. Eve Lambert is our next witness, Your Honor, but she hasn't arrived yet.
Lucy, even if you make Kevin jealous, it doesn't mean he'll come back to you.
Matt?
Well, a lot of men are territorial. We don't like seeing another guy making time with our woman. Or ex-woman, as the case may be.
Well...
Kind of brings out the Neanderthal in us. You know?
I like the way you think.
Yeah, well, you know, I would prefer to believe that men were more evolved.
Well, I don't care really what you believe, because what I believe is what I saw. There was a glint of jealousy in Kevin's eye when he thought I was with another man.
But is this the way that you want to win Kevin back? By appealing to his baser instincts?
Yeah, I want to win Kevin back any way I can.
All right, well, fine, but count me out, because I am terrified of what you might come up with next.
No! That is not fair, because after all, I did save...
Saved my life.
Saved your life.
All right, and with that, I think, comes that little saying, you know, that if you save somebody's life, they're indebted to you forever.
Oh, there's got to be a statute of limitations.
Well, maybe, but it's not just a couple weeks. Besides, your ankle has hardly even healed up at all.
What am I going to do with you?
Help me. Help me get back the man that I love.
Good job up there today, Frank. You were great.
I'll do anything to get Julie out of this.
Well, me too. I'll see you later.
Okay.
Hey, Frank. You look kind of happy. You must have done a bang-up job on the stand today.
Well, I just told the truth, which is more than I can say for your girlfriend.
Did they get to Eve today?
Well, they tried to, but she didn't show up.
Well, did she say why? Was there a reason?
Don't try to bluff me, Scott. If anyone knows where she is, it's you.
I don't know where she is.
Now, one of you guys must be hiding her. Where is she?
Oh, come on, Frank. Don't act so innocent. Everyone knows that you were the one who ran around the town.
Wrong. I wanted Eve on that stand, forced to tell the truth. She got scared and took off.
Yeah, of course she got scared because somebody tried to kill her. And I think I know who did that. Now, when I find Eve, she better be in one piece. Otherwise, I'm gonna come looking for you.
You did great today, Lee.
Well, I think we punched a few holes in the state's case.
Thank you so much. When Eve gets on the stand, I know you can convince the jury I didn't do it.
Your Honor, we can't locate Dr. Lambert. The state requests a bench warrant for her arrest.
So ordered.
Oh, my God. We didn't have to go after Eve. She's digging a hole for herself.
This is Lisa McCree. Tomorrow, the latest from Washington. Plus, more surprises from Madonna. Chef Emeril Lagasse spices things up. That's tomorrow on Good Morning America.